Abominable Snowman, also called the Yeti, is a legendary creature said to inhabit the Himalayan mountains. The history of the Yeti is a fascinating blend of folklore, myths, and reported encounters. We'll give a brief overview here. Ancient legends. The tales of the Yeti trace back thousands of years. The indigenous people of the Himalayas, including the Shepherd and Lepcha communities, have long believed in the existence of the Yeti. They describe it as a large, ape-like creature covered in shaggy white or brown fur. Early accounts include Western interest in the Yeti, which began in the 19th century when British explorers in the Himalayas started hearing stories from local inhabitants. The term abominable snowman was coined in 1921 by journalist Henry Newman. He mistranslated the Tibetan word, which had meant man-bear, as filthy snowman, which later evolved into the abominable snowman. Expeditions and sightings. In the 20th century, numerous expeditions were launched to find the evidence of the Yeti. Mountaineers reported finding large footprints in the snow, and some claimed to have seen the creature. One of the most famous sightings was by British mountaineer Rang Shim in 1951, who took photographs of large footprints near Mount Everest. Scientific investigations. Despite the many reports and sightings, scientific evidence of the Yeti remains elusive. In recent years, DNA analysis of hair and other samples attributed to the Yeti have often been identified as belonging to known animals, such as bears and yaks. Cultural impact. The Yeti has become a popular figure in popular culture, appearing in movies, books, and even cartoons. It continues to capture the imagination of people around the world, symbolizing the mysterious and unexplored aspects of our planet. The legend of the Yeti remains a blend of myth, folklore, and a hint of mystery, keeping the fascination alive for generations to come. There's also a strong spiritual significance. In pre-Buddhist times, the Yeti was seen as a glacier being and a god of the hunt by the Lepcha people. As Buddhism spread, the Yeti became integrated into Tibetan Buddhist cosmology. Often seen as a protector of the mountains, capable of following the Dharma. Some believe Yetis are incarnations of mountain deities. When it comes to some of the most famous Yeti sightings, we have Rang Shim footprints, 1951. Then there's also, in the late 1950s, Peter Byrne discovered a mummified hand in a monastery. That was in Nepal. That was believed to belong to a Yeti that the local monks had in their possession. And he did manage to smuggle a finger from the hand back to the West, where it was analyzed by scientists. However, the results were inconclusive. In 1953, Sir Edmund Hillary, during his historic ascent of Mount Everest, he reported seeing large footprints in the snow. Although they did not claim to have seen the creature itself, the discovery of the tracks added to the growing legend of the Yeti. 1960, we had the American Yeti expedition. It was funded by American oil man Tom Slick. Expedition aimed to find conclusive evidence of the Yeti's existence. While the team did not encounter the creature, they did discover a tuft of hair that was later analyzed. Some scientists believe the hair came from an unknown primate, but further analysis suggested it belonged to a known animal, such as a bear. It was 1986. Renowned mountaineer Reinhold Messner claimed to have a close encounter with a Yeti in Tibet in 1986. According to Mesner, the creature he saw was not the legendary ape-like figure, but rather a bear species that locals refer to as the Yeti. Mesner later wrote a book about his experiences and theories. Then we have the Russian expedition. In 2011, a team of Russian scientists and Yeti enthusiasts claim to have found irrefutable evidence of the creature's existence. And they discovered footprints, hair samples, and what they described as a nest. However, many in the scientific community remain skeptical of the findings. Either way, the mystery of the Yeti continues to intrigue and inspire, with each sighting adding to the rich tapestry of legends and lore. So what do you think? Does the Yeti actually exist, or just a myth? Thanks for watching, and keep looking for those unknown monsters.